Oh, hello. Welcome back to Nigel's Joys. And today, obviously, we're not having a cooking video. I was actually going to post this video a little earlier, back on November 6th or 7th. But of course, November 7th was that historic election day where the media actually declared for President-elect Biden and Vice President-elect Kamala Harris. So I thought I would actually do a little tribute to her and her background, as I'm from Malaysia, and well, Malaysian Indians are a part of my brothers and sisters. So, hence the Masala Dosai video previous. But having said that, this weekend is actually Deepavali. So, and Deepavali is the festival of lights, or the Hindu festival of lights. And it's about the triumph of good over evil. So, happy Deepavali, everyone. We pretty much celebrate everything under the sun, which is what I absolutely love about being Malaysian. Yeah, so having said that, why don't we get on and do this video, which is actually 5 steps to choosing a fountain pen. A lot of people have actually asked me about this, so I thought, yeah, why not? Let's do a list video of 5 steps to choosing a fountain pen. The experience is very different from writing with a ballpoint or any other sort of pen. It makes me feel special and certainly helps me along the way, as you'll discover in this video. So, without much further ado, let's get on with it. Now, let's start at the very beginning, as Julie Andrews Maria said. So, congrats if you're looking to buy a fountain pen. Fabulous. I think it's an amazing thing. It's almost like a digital detox therapy and memory aid, all wrapped in one beautiful little bundle. And you know what? There are pens for every price range, from the ridiculously cheap, which the Chinese do really well, to what they call the Grail pens, which can lead to a lot of money. So buyer beware, or caveat emptor. In any case, there's heaps of research actually to show the benefits of writing, not necessarily with fountain pens. It's just that with fountain pens, there's a certain sort of je ne sais quoi to them. But writing tends to build association in your mind, in your brain, and it helps you to retain things a little better. It also slows you down a little bit to think about what you're writing, and in a way, it was very therapeutic for me, which is why I chose this topic and why I chose this hobby. Therapy, yes. Totally different story for another day. In any case, fountain pens for me fall into 2 general categories. The Asians, they have their own philosophy about making pens, and the Europeans, but more on that later. Let's just get stuck in to the 5 basic steps to choosing a fountain pen. So, without much further ado, here's step 1, numero uno. Go get all the information you can, as much as you can. I'm going to have a sip of coffee. Watch YouTube, tons of videos. There are Facebook groups out there. Leave your comments below and ask questions. I'd be very happy to answer them. So that's step 1. Step 2, test your pens at a reputable dealer. Always do this. And all reputable dealers will actually allow you to test your pens. They may not actually, fill the pen for you, but with every pen that you have, they will allow you to dip it into ink and write with it. So do that. That brings me to step 3. Decide what you'd like in terms of the philosophy of a pen. This sort of builds over time, so this is something just to keep in mind. There's no wrong choices, it's all a preference. But having said that, for your first pen, this is a good first pen, by the way. This is the Lamy. It's called the Lamy All-Star. This one, it's of aluminium construction, but it also comes in a plastic, and that's called the Lamy Safari. And they've actually upgraded it to the Lamy Luxe as well. Comes in a beautiful sort of machined aluminium tube. And by the way, this fountain pen manufacturer, Lamy, they're probably the only ones who make their own nibs anymore. Many pen manufacturers actually have OEM, or original equipment manufacturers, making their nibs for them. So let's talk about filling systems. There's actually quite a few filling systems here that you can see, and basically all these are from a range of philosophies. That's a Taiwanese, that's a Japanese, that's a German, that's a Chinese, and that's an Italian. And basically, what I would say is that the German and the Italian actually are really, really smooth, almost glass-like when you write with it. The Japanese and the Taiwanese have a little bit more of a feel, and that's called toothiness, or being toothy. So when you write on the paper, you actually feel the paper. Now, it's not scratchy. Scratchy is usually reserved more for when the pen nib, there's tines on the nib, so when they're a little sort of misaligned, okay, what happens is it sort of tears the paper as you write along. So let me see if I can show you what a tine is. So if you look at the nib itself, it's sort of split into two. And each side is a tine. It's like the prong of a fork. In any case, filling systems. And obviously, a fountain pen needs ink to work. So you can either use a converter, and ink is stored here, or you can use a cartridge. Now, I am a little cheap, so what I do, and I don't want to necessarily pollute the world anymore, converters tend to be a little bit more eco-friendly because you can always buy ink and then fill the ink with that. Whereas this one, what I do is I get a syringe with a needle and basically refill it myself. Obviously, manufacturers will tell you it's not advisable, but what the hell? So, filling systems, decide what you want. That's point 4. Hi. So, I thought I should get into my thought of the day. And my thought of the day is this. We're always looking for calm in this world. And one of the little things that I found that really, really helped me, which I've been doing sporadically, so I'm not sure I should be preaching about this, but it is a good practice to maintain, and that's to be meditating. Now, there are many, many types of meditation, and what it is sometimes meditation just allows you to focus on a single subject or thing that you're doing, and you do it repeatedly, and it pretty much empties your mind of anything else. That's what I find the easiest to do. So for me, writing is part of it, and there are worksheets that you can get from the internet that allow you to do this. So they sort of start off with the word itself, They start off with the word. They start off with the word itself, and then you trace over the letters, and from there, you learn how to write in cursive, and you continue. It slows you right down, and when it slows you right down, it also gives your mind a little chance to quiet itself and develop a little bit of perspective, equanimity. So a lot of good stuff. So yes, I thoroughly recommend a little meditation, and that is my thought of the day. Point 5, nibs. That's when the fun starts. Generally, the nibs come in extra fine, medium, and broad. Broad's great for signing. If you look at signatures with a sort of like dark swathes of ink, that's a broad. I would say if you're going to start with a medium and then go from there. The other caveat is that the Asian nibs tend to be with the same size. So if it's an Asian medium, like a Japanese medium of Pilot Vanishing Point, that tends to be a little finer than a European medium. I have no idea why, but that's what experience has told me. Now, look, obviously there are exceptions to every rule, but that's generally the case. And so that brings me to the end of my choosing a fountain pen video. But besides choosing the fountain pen, I do hope you'll give meditation a try. I sort of stumble along, but it has really quite helped me. The writing and just the quiet moments during the day to collect my thoughts. You're looking at maybe like, start off with 5 minutes, and then after that, try and build it from there. Really good meditators go on for like half an hour, but that's a ways away for me yet. I mean, I have trouble maintaining a sort of like a meditative state of mind for like 5 minutes, let alone hours. Yes. Anyway, so that's it. I hope you found it useful, and we'll see you again soon. I'll be posting my 5 steps to writing with a fountain pen soon, and there will be more cooking videos coming up, so watch out for that. Thanks for watching Nigel's Joys. You're still here? Oh my God, the video's over, go home. Wait, before you do though, please click subscribe, like, and click notify as well, so that you'll find out whenever we launch new videos. I'm trying to do them every week now. But thanks for watching with us this week on Nigel's Joys. Come find your joys with us.